Hey everyone, welcome back to BMX News, a live BMX news show where I think I might be a little too small on the screen. There we go. Where I talk about everything that happened in the previous week within the world of BMX that I think you guys might care about. Not because anybody pays me or doesn't pay me, but because I think that it's cool and that people might care. We celebrate cool stuff here and talk about it. So let's just jump right into talking about the fact that there's almost 30 people at the start of the news this week. You guys get a special intro. And for those of you who are watching after the fact, I'm going to warn everybody, if you have children around, cover their ears for a minute because I have a special sponsor for this week's BMX news. Are we ready? Now we have that out of the way. Oh, anyways, that was who BMX News is brought to you by this week. And we're going to go ahead and start talking about the news. I want to shout out some people in the chat real quick first. We have Kyle McDonald first in the chat, Sean Chambers, Travis, as well as Jeff Mead, the first member in the chat. Thank you to all the members. Rex BMX is also one. The Karinsky fam is here. Stony Old Fat Guy BMX. We almost have 40 people. Kevin Zuba's here. Zenki's in here. Keggy. Todd's in here. What else? We've determined your stream belonging to someone else. You may be temporarily blocked. Well, guess what? It's not. It's me. So anyways, Joey Coates is in here, LS, Taylor Swift, whatever. But we can get into the news and talking about Rixin bikes. So we theorized a few weeks ago that Rixin Bikes was going to be a frame company and that all these people were going to be riding for it, including Dan Crook, who is on Rixin Bikes. And they have kind of taken this week and announced a bunch of different things. So let's just get into it. We have the Instagram page. We have the list of riders. We'll look at these on the website because you can see them a little bit better. But just know it's out there. It's live and you should be able to get stuff soon. So what is the stuff we're talking about? Well, if you go to the Rixin Bikes website, you see they have a frame, a fork, some bars. They have some Bike Life bars and some other stuff. Let's go ahead and look at the team page. So we have Billy Perry and Dan Crook, I'm assuming are the pros because those are the two highlighted ones. Then the AM squad, some super shredders on the AM squad. Jack Henneke. We have Jake Ruckowitz, shredder. We have Chi, absolute shredder. I'm glad they have a brake rider on there. Super, super cool. Then we have Greg Henry, Mark Ramos, and Zach Henderson. Pretty awesome to see this. Let's take a look at the frame and see if there's any information about it. It's going to be $440. Geometry is 27.5 or 21. Head tube angle 75.5, 71. Seat tube angle, chainstay is 12.8. Standover is 9.5. Bottom bracket height is 11.7. And it comes in at about 5 pounds, 6 ounces. So that's going to be available. And then I'll take a look at the bars too, because they're doing something a little bit different with these bars than what we see currently. They have this like gusset on them that goes right here between the crossbar on the bottom. What is this called? The clamp bar? I don't know, because the crossbar is the top. But between those, then the junction there, I think it's cool to see them trying something different. And there's going to be 3 camps of people with these. People who don't care, people who hate it, and people who love it. And then there might be some people who are in the middle and might like it, but don't know. So, Kurt, if you're talking negatively, F off, dude. People trying new stuff is something that we shouldn't you know, go against whenever everybody bitches and complains about everything being the same. That's all I'm saying. Regardless, it's now live and out there. So go ahead and check it out if you want to. The frame, oh, I didn't even have the name of the frame here. I can't believe we have 40 people. It's the Big Apple frame, Billy Perry's signature frame. Moving on from there, we got a couple more highlight things from the week. We've got the 2024 Dig photo comp that is live now. I think we talked about it before, and let's just go over it a little bit more. If you want to get in on this, you have until November 15th. Email your entries to info@digbmx. And let's see, there's going to be 2 categories that winners are chosen from: riding and lifestyle. There's over $1,000 worth of prize packages up for grabs. Footwear, apparel from Vans, prizes from Dig in the Dig store. First place in the riding category is going to get $500 cash equivalent and $250 in lifestyle category. The winning photos will be printed in the end of year print edition of Dig, issue 2024. It'll be published in January 2025. Gotcha. Oh, duh. January. Wow. I'm living too far in the past. I saw January 2025 and I was like, next year? It's only a couple months. Judges: Will Smith from Dig, the founder. Photographers for Dig: Fred Murray and Rob Delecky. So there you go. Prizes. Here's last year's riding winner. That is dope. Lifestyle winner. Nice. That's cool. No standing anytime. Emo is not dead. That's hilarious. Runners up. Pretty cool. So check that out if you guys want to. I have a link to this page that'll be in the description after we're done here. Then also, Greystoke BMX Magazine issue 2 is out now. 132 pages of tangible, hold in your hands BMX print media. So you can buy it now. I have this page that'll be linked. You can get to the buy it page from here. So awesome. People were really stoked about this before, and I think it's really cool that they're keeping it going. So we have Welcome to Greystoke 2. This is kind of just some highlights from it. Dog bites, Mad Dog strikes again, Chris Muller recreating a props cover 22 years later. That's sweet. Rick Thorne, I'm still here. Skeletons in the closet, Will Smith digs deep. Ron Wilkerson interview, Dave Fox, Afterlife, Holy Grail, the Super Stroker, the journey to rebuild the bike that started a revolution, Raiders of the Lost Archive, legendary photos from BMX Action, Rad Magazine, unearthed in London. Stu is number 1, bikes in the skate park, first in, last out. Interesting. Last call, Boogie with the best, the undeniable influence of Jag BMX. Lifers ride on and on and on, and you can't be what you were, over the hill and picking up speed. So check it out. Next highlight of the week is that FIS World Series Shanghai is going down this weekend. There is a ton of BMX riding this weekend going down. I'm going to be honest, I have absolutely no idea how you watch this or how you find out how you watch this, because FIS is always so difficult to watch. I don't know why. When you're in the US anyways. So there's BMX Park. We have Junior Boys World Cup Women, Men, Junior Girls are there as well. And from what I can see, that looks like, oh, we got Amateur. So amateur men and women. So I think those are all the categories, maybe not. BMX Park is there. BMX Flatland is also there. And we have a ton of categories for that. Men, women, amateur, junior, junior girls, junior boys, I would assume as well. Really cool. So is there any more? Wow, there is a lot there this weekend. So it looks like it's just park and flatland. If anybody knows how to watch it, leave it in the comments below because I just don't know. Then we have an event from last weekend. Huck's dad was live streaming it on Huck's YouTube channel. The men's C1 contest at the Core Park in Utah for the USA BMX Freestyle contest weekend. There's over 50 people in here. Thanks, guys. That's awesome. But anyways, this is there. It's 2.5 hours. You can check it out if you want to. But let's move on to the videos from this week. We've got profile racing, notes from the underground. I guess also a highlight would be that the what am I trying to say? The Dawn of the Streets thing is going down this weekend. Dawn of the Streets in New York going down. Sorry, I forgot about the More BMX hashtag, and I want to make sure I bring this up on my phone so it's ready to show. But we first have a video with Dan Delorso down in Florida from Profile, Notes from the Underground. It's a raw vertical video. Good riding in here. A mixture of skate parks and street spots. Check it out if you want to. Then we've got one that came out a few weeks ago. I forgot about it until I saw it posted up on BMX Union. Vic Ayala 5. A new video from Vic in 2024. So sick to see, and I'm sure there's so many people who are pumped that this was released and that Vic is shredding, and it's awesome. Watch it. Also, going back to the USA BMX Freestyle thing, Huck did win his 3rd national championship in his age group. Pretty awesome. Next up, not street, the opposite of street, we have lip trick riding with Kuba Spurney. Last lip tricks with his Whammo frame. A lot of really good lip tricks in here. This is up my alley, and I'm stoked to see it. And there's a lot of really, really difficult stuff that he does in here. Super good. Then we've got one from Stranger called Hold Me Now, featuring these 5 riders. Boom. And we've got Colt's Jordan Aleppo in a video called Gringo Part 2. Good riding in here. Lots of nose manual front end balance stuff in here as well. Well put together too. Then we've got coverage from the Dyson Jam 2024 at Big Mountain Rooms. Check that out. Videos are getting a little bit longer as we continue in here. Almost 7 minutes for this one. Then we've got In the Cut from the Narbecue 2024. This event looks crazy. It's basically like New Jersey Swamp Fest with not 1,000 people who don't ride. It's like mostly just people who ride. Fun one to watch. A lot of cool obstacles that they had there. That ledge setup that they had. This ledge setup. Let's see if I can pause it at the right spot. Check this out. It's in the ground with like trees or telephone poles, and there's a kicker to it. A lot of crazy stuff went down on this. Then they had the log over the creek or swamp. Literally looked like a real swamp. As well as the trash park, which looks really good, honestly. Shredding on that. And what else? Looks like there was also some dirt jumps that people were riding there a little bit. Swamp Fest, but good. That was JR. And then a kicker over the fire. Looked like a good time. Then I saw this get posted up. Gravity Games 2002 BMX Vert in Cleveland, Ohio. Pretty freaking cool. I didn't get a chance to watch or go through any of it yet, but it's pretty sick to see this posted up. This was in Cleveland, Ohio, and I just saw it posted up on my subscriptions from this Mike BMX YouTube channel. Check it out. It's 45 minutes long. It's awesome. What's up, David Sharp? Kevin Jackson's in here. Vic is another member in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Then we've got one called Jesus. I don't know how you say it, but it's a full-length video. Is not vertical all the way through, just that little bit there. It's a video that is almost 50 minutes long from Doug Underhill, and there's definitely way more riders than just these three. But check it out if you might want to watch something from someone that you hadn't heard of before, with people that you may have never seen before, and want to watch a longer video. This is where you go. Then we've got Self-Made. This is a series from Monster Energy, Luke Westman, this time featuring Kevin Peraza. We've got that. I didn't get a chance to watch it. Honest conversations, practice runs, and new tattoos all in this new episode of Self-Made, and this fly needs to go. Watch it. Check it out. And what's the thing I want to keep up? I like lip tricks. We're going to keep this one here. And we're going to jump in to the events from this week. Time BMX app is how we show those. It's an app. It's a skate park atlas. It's a social media where you can post videos and tag skate parks. You can review skate parks as well as bike shops. And you get an events page, calendar for events. It's pretty cool. So just a real quick look at the map so you guys can see if you haven't yet. While it loads, there we go. This is Australia, and you can see all of these different skate parks, bike shops. You tap on one, it zooms in, and it'll give you the information about it. Whoa, it's a pad with fresh park ramps. Crazy that I just picked that one. Cool. So that exists. You can search everything like that, but let's get into the events. So there's different categories. I'm going to go with Flatland first because there's only one Flatland event, and that is this weekend. We already talked about it. It's the Shanghai UCI, the Feast contest. Then for freestyle, we have obviously the UCI contest, the park contest for Feast that we already talked about. The Dig Photo Contest is in here. That's pretty cool. That goes through November 15th. Dawn of the Streets is going down. That's the gallery reception. Gotcha. So that's today. Ramp Fest in Australia is today. Timeless BC Jam in Canada is tomorrow. Then Dawn of the Streets, the final dawn, giving away $10,000 is happening tomorrow. Crazy. $10,000. Crank the AC Jam in Australia. Melbourne Old School Super Show and Shine Swap Meet, Australia. BMX Center Halloween Jam in Australia next weekend. Tattoo Weekend BMX Jam in Texas. The Nepal fundraiser in Australia is going down next weekend. Canadian BMX Freestyle Championships next weekend in Canada. The UK is having their Freestyle National Series Round 5. That's next weekend. Also next weekend, there's a jam here in Ohio at Wedgwood Skate Park, the Rise and Grind Bike Shop Halloween Jam. And then Unit 23 Tricks for Treats going down the 31st of October on Halloween. So there's that. Now we also have the More BMX hashtag. It looks like, is there anything new here? So we got one from Todd that looks, I don't remember this showing up before. If you guys use this tag, there's a chance that it'll show up. That's an older one. Danny Rumpel using the tag in here. Big backflip train over a huge dirt jump with Ross from a jam that they had last weekend. Yeah, it was last weekend. Pretty awesome. And it actually came up. Please remind me the name of the app. It's Time BMX, Wolfie, and thank you for being a member. Send me a message on Instagram if you want in the Discord group, if you're not already in there. I can't remember. What else? Is this one new? I already liked it, but it's one from Todd. Point of view look at this skinny on the way into the new room at Ray's. And I start reviewing wrestling events also on Fridays. I don't know anything about wrestling. How is the new Rays stuff? Well, while we have this video playing, I have a video showing all of the new Rays stuff. The Moon Room, Trevor says it best. The Moon Room is crack cocaine. You go in that room, and because it's just a bunch of these crater satellite dish type bowls that are laid out in this room, it's not like there's a specific way to ride it or a specific path. You can just jump between all of them. And the challenge that I've been trying to get, that I kind of got once, was jumping all of them in a row without repeating any of them. And it's just so difficult to do that. And then there's all these transfers that you can do, and the rails that are up against a couple of them that you can hit, like a hitching post or sub rail. It's really fun. Then the new Novus room is something that like you don't really realize too much was missing last year, because they changed it to a room that has some smaller, like skinny type features, obstacles, and then those little 5-box jumps in a row to bring that beginner area back. But it wasn't the Novus room, and they brought a Novus room back, which is what this path that's playing on the screen right now leads to. And it's just some berms. They have a couple hips. There's a wedge to wedge hip in there. But the amount of stuff that you can just mess around on and have fun on in that room is something that there's probably a lot of people who didn't realize that they missed it until it was back. And I had a lot of fun in there. I think a lot of people are going to have fun in there. So it's awesome that that is back, and it's a whole new area. The big line at Rays has been totally changed up so that all of them are step ups now. And what was the Red Bull box, now the Heavy Pedals box, was completely changed up. So it's really fun now. Before, everything was, aging, and the lips were a little bit inconsistent depending upon where you hit them at. And so, at least on the old Red Bull Heavy Pedals jump. And so it just kind of made things a little bit nerve-wracking to ride, but it's so good now. I haven't gotten fully used to the hip before the last jump to really be able to go at it, but there's that curve wall ride that you can dive into the landing on the hip on, and it seems like it's a huge improvement. And there's a couple other smaller changes that are also good, but there are some pretty significant changes this year that are so much fun. We go into that Moon Room and just get stuck in there because we want to keep riding it and never want to leave it. So yeah, let's go back and see. Yeah, Kurt, those guys work hard to make that place awesome. I love it. So that's the thing about Rays that I just keep repeating. I'm like a broken record with, is that you go to Rays and you never have the thought like, oh, Rays could be better. I never think that, ever. But then year after year, you go for the first time of the year and you're like, oh my God, they made Rays better. It's amazing. So what else do we have in here? This one, is this new? Nope, 14 weeks ago, but it showed up. It actually showed up in here. This one's from JR, who is currently in the chat, and we still have 50 people watching. Thank you guys. Tune in every Friday, 10 a.m. Top 6 easiest BMX tricks. One-handed. No-footed. 1 foot sideways, aka can-can. Bars turned, except. Both feet sideways, no-footed can. And a side spin. That's funny. So that's all that shows up. Huck's double backflip again. That's all that shows up this week. If you use the tag, hopefully your stuff will show up. And if we get enough people using it, maybe it'll just give us the whole entire list like it does if you just type in BMX. Like if we just go to the BMX hashtag, it just shows up where everything keeps populating. and I hope we can get there. Look at freaking Casey Starling. Just wants to flare off of a bump on the ground. What a dude is amazing. So good. So there's that. We're here. More BMX never shows up. Oh, we got one. Huck's dad sent me one that he used the More BMX tag on with Huck. 3 in the spine. Crazy. Get ready for this. Flaring that quarter raise is so crazy. Jarrett, just visit, man. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Look at Kurt. Kurt's out in Washington or Montana or somewhere in one of those giant states, and he comes out every year. Huck kills it. It's so awesome to see. His progression is just insane. All right. So there's that. We have it. It's real. It happened. And we have 54 people in here still. We only went a half hour this week. Is there anything we should talk about? Any news or anything that I missed? I hope Dawn of the Streets goes amazing. There's a trail jam going down in Ohio tomorrow as well. There's a jam going down in Michigan at that ramp, if you know what I'm talking about there. I don't know if that's like a public thing or not, but it's happening. My back can't take the car ride. Just have someone get a van, put a mattress in there, and then have someone else drive. And then you can lay down the whole time. Damn, 56 people. Shout out to all you guys in the chat and here watching. If you ever come to raise anybody, hit me up. I'll try and meet up with you. Seeing if there's any, whatchamacallits, whatever's. Kurt's in my DMs talking crap about those Rixin bars. That was the thing. People are gonna love them, hate them, or not care. It's pretty simple, but that's it. They should all exist, because how does anything progress if no one ever tries anything different, you know? Pretty funny. We love BMX. I'm not gonna read the next part. 54 people and only 20 thumbs up. Show him you care. I appreciate it. Appreciates it. I'm here to talk about BMX news and just everything that I feel like is cool and should be talked about in BMX that some people don't talk about because of whatever reasons. He said they're strong, just not their cup of tea. Oh, there is a jam that Jaywalkers is sponsoring that's not in the app. Let's just pull that up real quick, just in case anyone's in the area. Boom. I think this is the jam that he's talking about. October 20th. Going down. $2,000 purse for all of these different events. Starts at 11. This is the address. It's the Dove Valley BMX Park grand opening, sponsored by Assured Roofing, American Family Insurance, whatever this ST is, and Jaywalkers. So if we pull up their story, I think they have a breakdown of how the stuff's going to be. Oh, look, there we go. Soft topper donations for the jam. Oh, there's a different one. Cowder Sport Dirt Jump Park Jam, October 20 something. There's that. I think there's a breakdown. Maybe not. I thought there was. I guess it doesn't really matter. There's an event going down. Weather is going to be kind of spotty. That sucks. Sucks to hear that. It really sucks when events get rained out or whatever happens. I think somebody sent me a message about that jam. Let me see. I don't know. Maybe not. Either way, almost 60 people, 59 people watching right now. Thank you guys. We did the news. Everything will be linked in the description after this live stream wraps up. Just chatting with everybody here. You said it. I'm definitely gonna hit you up if I go to Rays. I'm about 6 hours away. Do it, man. Try and be there if I can. I like hanging out and riding with people. Should be a good time in Colorado. Heck yeah, hopefully it is. Hopefully the rain just doesn't even hit. Buenos dias. Earners? Or is that an M? No, that's an M. Emers. I don't know how you say it, but thanks for tuning in. Good morning from Abilene, Texas, home of NO Bike Parks. Nice. Oh, they're saying no rain for tomorrow anymore for the Colorado Jam. You heard it here first from Travis. Everybody in Colorado has to be there. Chambersburg. There is a jam going down. If you're in the area, look it up. I don't know where the info is. Let's see if we can find it. Chambersburg Bike Park, PA. Is there a flyer? Halloween Jam. Boom. Look how good Google is. October 26th, Hood Street in Chambersburg, PA at this bike park. Yeah, somebody sent me something with this. These jumps look super fun. I saw it. There's already an event going down, but oh my gosh, there's 61 people in here. That's sick. There's already an event going down in Ohio, so I can't make it to this one, but this looks like a lot of fun. And all these jump lines that are here, look at this berm. OHAM. Hey, BMX News, a topic I never heard, so I'm here. Thanks for tuning in. If I was 6 hours from Rays, I'd be there once a month at least. Well, there you go. So they changed the date from the 28th to the 26th, it looks like. Or is this last year? That's last year. Okay. Here's another video. This one's from 18 weeks ago. I'm from Blairsville. I'm gonna have to check that out. You're gonna have to. Have you been to 9th Street since they built the new pump track? I did go and check out the pump track, Todd. It is super, super smooth. When I was there, they didn't have the jumps shaped yet, so I don't know the extent of what those look like or what they're gonna be, but the pump track is smooth, and there was like 10 people on it taking runs and taking turns at all times when I was there. So it's going to be a really good thing for the community. It's going to be an awesome thing for people riding over there. And 9th Street DIY in Canton, Ohio is definitely somewhere to check out if you're in the area. Let's see, it was a Burn Slow video. Chase Hawk was there, Nina was there. They went and rode that. So if you saw a DIY video that on a video, or I saw the DIY skate park on a video labeled Cleveland from Burn Slow, that's the one. Damn, 62 people checking in for the news. Come to the concrete park in Lock Haven, PA. It's free, it's new. Nice. At some point, have to check that out. The wall ride looks fun. Yeah, the wall ride at this pump track that we're talking about, it's really fun. It's this bermed wall ride, and you can jump into it and ride this wall all the way around the berm and jump out of it. It sticks you to the wall. It's really good. What's up, Brant? First time catching a live. Sitting low. Happy to have you here. I appreciate ya. So yeah, 10:37. We're in here hanging out with everyone. 64 people, man. Appreciate it. Love it. And if anybody has anything to bring up that we missed or anything like that, now's your chance. Speak now or forever hold your peace until next Friday, because we'll be doing it again next Friday. I'm going to go ahead and paste the links into the description for everybody. Save. Oh, the Powers BMX Jam. I forgot. We didn't talk about that at all. It was last weekend, so the 20-year anniversary jam that Powers BMX Shop put on. There were so many big name people there. Garrett Reynolds, Chad Curley, just to name a couple. Mason Ritter, Bethany Hedrick were there. It looked like an awesome time. They have dirt jumps on site now in addition to the ramps that are there. Sorry. And then they also had a 14 slide pipe setup that they had where I think only Chad Curley made it to the end. At least that's what it seemed like from what I saw posted online. He did a grind on 14 S&M slide pipes to bar spin out. Yo, I'm so glad we didn't end this yet. We have a package to open. I'm sorry, Shadow Riding Gear. I know this package arrived a couple weeks ago. I wanted to open it in the news, but I kept forgetting because it was sitting outside of my door and not in here. London BMX Life Santa Cruz, LDN BMX Life Santa Cruz 10 charity ride, 14th of December, 10:30 a.m. Graffiti tunnel near Waterloo Station. 700 BMX riders wearing Santa suits and raising money for Children's Hospital. That sounds sick. Chad Curley grinded the whole thing. There were a few others close. Okay. Looked like an awesome event. And Chad Curley Powers said that he's thinking about doing it again potentially. So on this box, Brant, you never visit ... whatever, miss you. I'm sorry. Florida's far away. I need to go visit Florida. This package is from Shadow Riding Gear. It is a fresh featherweight helmet, as well as some pads that I can put in my current helmet. But we have a freshie. Let me just pull this out and show you guys this helmet in case you haven't seen it before. This is going to be the next painted helmet that I do. Kind of want to paint one to keep it as a backup in case the inevitable happens. But featherweight helmet from Shadow Riding Gear is such a light helmet that it genuinely feels like there's just a hat on your head. Like if I hold this hat, okay, and I hold this, well, I don't think it's the same on it. There. Hold the helmet, then hold the hat. It's really not that much lighter. It is certified. I know it's certified. Let's see. CPSC complies with CPSC safety standard for bicycle helmets and persons aged 5 older. So it's certified. There you go. I wanted to make sure that I opened this on a live stream so everybody could see. We have 65 people tuning in. Just to let you know, there is a code in my descriptions and a link to get you to the Sparky's website, where if you use just my first name, Brant, as a discount code on the Sparky's website, it'll save you, I think, 10% on literally whatever you buy from Sparky's. Shadow Riding Gear or Sabrosa or Shadow or whatever. And there's other discount codes down there as well. So use them and they save you money and they help me out at the same time. And everybody wins. You need to buy things, you can save money on them, and you support me at the same time. If you didn't know, they also have padding, replacement pads for your helmets for when they do go. So here they are. I've been rocking the same pads in my helmet for years, so it's nice to have these replacements. So thank you, Jamie Thayer, for getting these sent to me, and thank you, Shadow Riding Gear. That being said, guys, I am effing stoked starving. So I'm going to jump out of here. All 65 of you, tune in next week, 10 a.m., where we just celebrate cool stuff in BMX and talk about things because they're cool and that they need to be talked about. So we'll see you there. Have a good day. Also, thanks to the members in the chat. You directly support me and I appreciate you. Who else here? Real quick, we'll run through it. Wolfie Fuentes, Rex BMX, Vic, Huck Krinsky, Krinsky Family, Jeff Mead,